Hello, I am a nerd, and why all the Usopp hate? Why do so many people hate God D. Usopp? Here's some possibilities I can think of. Number one, people hate Usopp because he's the regular human of the crew. And if that's the case, I'm afraid you don't have a point. Usopp is a regular human. Yes, of course he's gonna be screaming in half the fights. It's natural to be scared when going up against gods and robots and all that stuff. But Usopp stayed with the Straw Hats from beginning to end and has proven his mettle countless times. Like against Mr. Four in Alabasta, like in Skypiea where he uses the breath dials or in G4 where he uses the breath dial to inflate the Sunny. And, or when he laid down his life for them in Annie's lobby using the sling. And here's the only reason we have Nico, Robin, and the crew right now. Because without Usopp, she goes straight through the gates of justice, and we never see her again. The second reason I can possibly think of is because he picked a fight with Luffy and left the crew. I can definitely see how it would rub so many people the wrong way. And you know what? It rubbed me the wrong way too. I did not want to see Usopp abandon Luffy. And it is a mark against his character that will remain there until the very end. A point I see often against Usopp is how he told Nami she should have just lied and said Luffy is not going to become the king of the pirates. Nami was showing incredible bravery and laying down her life for her crew and her dream. And Usopp mocked her for this, but I think Usopp just didn't want to see his friend die. He's not like the rest of the Straw Hats. He was terrified that he was going to lose one of his friends. Because the danger to Nami's life, just like Luffy's life, was very, very real. And, well, Nami was showing bravery, but Usopp was very nervous about losing his friend. And again, there is a mark against his character from Water 7, when he abandoned the crew. And he felt horrible about it afterwards and worked his way back on there to save the rest of every one of the Straw Hats. And he fought side by side with them at Annie's lobby and risked his own life because he knew I'd done goofed up. And let me remind you, without Usopp, we wouldn't have the Straw Hat Pirates after Dressrosa. Because Sugar would have turned Luffy into a toy, and then, well, Luffy would have become a toy, he would have served in Doflamingo's factory, and just everything would be much, 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 much worse. We wouldn't have Luffy versus Kaido without Usopp. Hell, in Annie's lobby, it was Usopp who gave Luffy the last bit of motivation against Rob Lucci to finish that fight. And make no mistake, Usopp was straight up ready to throw hands with Rob Lucci, even if it meant his life, if Luffy didn't get up. And well, he's got that one big mark against his character from Water 7. And I completely agree that is unforgivable. But he's since proved he's an invaluable member of the crew, and I want to see him thrive in Elbaf. I am a nerd.